everybody. I hope all of you are having a fantastic, absolutely amazing weekend so far. Hell to the yes. How's it going, Powder Derb? It's nice to see you. 41. 41. Jesus. Congratulations. My gosh. You're going for the big 420 stream streak, aren't you? Jesus. Somebody stop this man. Well, for that, I will say congratulations. You reached 40. I didn't feel like packing an entire bowl yesterday, but got a nice bowl packed. If you haven't noticed, I just take one hits. It's say 4 bowl packs, but no, it's more like 4 hits before the beginning of the stream. We're gonna smoke this entire bowl though. Cheers, my friend. Congratulations. Congratulations. Just clean the tube and everything too, and the bowl head. Cleaned everything. It's all spotless. Cheers, my friend. I don't know where Draco is. He's not streaming. He's not streaming. He messaged me this morning. I sent him a meme this morning in hopes that he would realize the message would be back. And he did. He said he was just waking up. And that was like 4 hours ago. More like 5 or 6. I was like, that's fine. Take your time. Let me know. And here we are, folks. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's fine. I've been video editing, actually, lately. We have 2 videos coming out by the end of the night. And then we got a whole, I'd say like 6 shorts. I want to say 6 shorts coming out throughout the week. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of nice. Oh, this weed tastes amazing. I just switched over. I just finished up with the Black Demon. Now we're switched over to the Grandmaster Kush. Oh my God. Anything Grandmaster is just fucking, oh, yes. Yes. Give it to me. Jesus. Oh, I'm dying. I am dying. We'll keep on playing the music. Fuck it. Why not? I've been listening to New Vegas music all afternoon making these shorts, so why not keep it going? I'm at 92% for this video. Come on. I got one more video to create, and then I'm done for the day. I was kind of hoping Draco didn't show up right off the bat. I know, but I was kind of hoping that so that I could finish these up. Jesus, this video has been rendering for more than 34 minutes. Fuck. Man, fuck. I hate it. Oof. Alright, little state of the siege. I still having trouble eating and sleeping since last week. Still having trouble getting by. I think more positive and stuff. Oh. Not like fake it till you make it type of shit, but just trying to think more positively about everything that's happened, everything going on, and ugh. But I'm alright. I'm probably gonna engrave tomorrow again. I don't know. I'm having a spur of not creativity, but just desire to engrave. I don't know what it is. But I don't know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, my stomach is fucking empty right now. So I'm going to be coughing like a motherfucker throughout these 4 bowls. I have no idea where Draco is. Don't even know if he's going to show up. He might not. Who cares? We're here. That's all that matters. No, I kind of wonder where Draco's at, but that's fine. Last I spoke to him was last weekend. He said that he had a whole bunch of shit that he had to do repairing and whatnot. So, no pressure, Draco. We had 99%. Come on, it says 30 seconds remaining, approximately. Give it to me. Give me this video so that I could start editing the other one. What is the other one? Oh yeah, that one. Okay, perfect. Fuck, man. Oh, I probably should have eaten before this stream, but I got most of my chores done today. I got like 5 things left. All of them can be saved for tomorrow or later tonight. Other than that, not much new to report. Yay, I could start with the other video. That video was fucking wow, over an hour long. It was just part of the stream. I just felt like making an hour-long video of the stream. As I always say, no obligation to watch. I hope you're happy, Powder Derb. That one bowl has me dying. Oh, god damn. Oh, that was what, like 3 hits? I'm sweating. My gosh, let's turn on the AC. It's been slowly getting hotter and hotter in this room, and I have done nothing about it. What's the time codes I need? See, I watch the videos, write down time codes and everything before I actually need them, so that I could just 243 56 00, boop, goes right to it. Can you guys hear that? You shouldn't be able to. Nope. Okay, cool. So I can work in silence. Jesus Christ. I don't think Draco is going to show today. I just don't see it. And then we need 247 20 0. Split. Drag. Perfect. How does that end? Remove from group. There. I would show you guys, but I mean, it's not interesting shit. It's not interesting shit. No, fuck it, why not? So I'm making shorts. I have the template where it has the ending and everything already. I just plop the video in, timestamps, edit it in so it's there. I like to crop it so that I get to choose where exactly. Instead of it cropping there, I like it like right around there. Perfect. Put it there in the beginning. Have it fade in, I don't know, for like a minute. For a second, sorry. Remember songs. Which one did I end it on? Doesn't really matter. We'll just do thorn on my side. Put it there. Zoom in. I'm sure there's a faster way to video edit with all the hotkeys and everything. I just don't really care. Because this is fast enough. I got it done. Boom. The short's done. Completed.
Newer games, they don't really,
and now we have to check
to
the
make it more accessible to everyone.
the music. See how loud the music
I like
is.
my numbers. I hate, that's the one thing I hate about Killing Floor, is like they'll be like, this increases damage by 20%.
The music's pretty quiet.
Well, what was my damage before? Like if it's 100, what, is it 120 now?
They do have an editor. They do have an editor. Okay, cool.
But
I like that. That's pretty cool.
But do you feel me there with like newer games like again, Killing Floor, it's like this increases damage 20%. It's like,
What
well,
about
what was
toward
my
the end?
2.6 bars? I fucking hate that shit, man. Just give me.
So it turns out this is actually more than 3 minutes. My timestamps are sometimes fucky. You know what happened? Was the first number I put ish, so it's kind of at that length. So what we want to do, we want 34 seconds. We're going to remove 35 seconds from it. So we're going to go in. $35. There's the 35 mark. I'm going to press S. 35 seconds into the entire video, which is like a lot of the fucking video. We're just going to erase all of it. Select everything. Bring it all the way back to here. So now the end is just under 3 minutes by like a second. How does it start?
What was my original damage? If it was 100, then it's 120. If it's 1,000, that's 102. You know, like 200.
They did not give you
1,200.
the damage dummy to shoot before the combat situation.
Yeah, like give me, well, just give me numbers. Give me stats. Give me I want to go in depth. Give me stats. Give me I want
dummy to shoot.
I say we started here. Same thing. Select all, move it down. We're at just under 250.
Dummy to shoot before the combat situation.
Yeah, like give me, well, just give me numbers. Give me stats. Give me I want to go in depth. But like newer games, they don't really do that. Where they're just like, this increases damage 20%, and they're that's it.
And they just raise a hit level.
Yeah, and it's a number behind the scenes, but like I want to know that number. So it'll help me if I have to decide between 20% damage or like 40% health. If I have to choose between the two, but I don't know what that actually like 40% more health. What's my original health? You know,
I thought it was 100. Do I get 140?
Give me numbers. You know, I like numbers. Like numbers are huge.
Well, in a way, I see that.
He's quiet.
When you're at like 100%,
You have to raise
and
him
they're like
in OBS.
40% health is added to you, and then when you go to look and you're like 179 health, and you're like, how big of a 40% we talking?
Well, that's because your health is 100, but like behind the scenes, your health is like 240 or whatever.
I like it. The music's low enough to where it's just in the background. It complements it well. Yep, I cropped it. Render as. Portrait mode. Bloop bloop. That easy. Then we leave it. It'll be done in no time because this is a short. The last one was an hour-long fucking video. Like, we're already at 20%. That's all I needed to do. That's the last video I needed to make. Boop. There we go. Now we can upload them, title them properly. I've had a fun morning. For those who are wondering. But I don't know where Draco's at. Don't know what's up with that. Bloop. I got no messages from him. Nothing from him. That was all right. I don't know. I got nothing. You guys know the deal. If it comes long enough time, we could just switch on over to Halo or engraving. I could set that up. You guys can see what it takes for me to set up engraving. It's not easy. It truly is not easy. There we go, though. I'm done with the shorts. Save changes? No. Create. Upload. What was the last short I made? I didn't even name it. Fuck. It's just got the default name. And then there's the other video. Open. Add those to the upload list. C and C. Gameplay, there we go. It's a long video of stupidness, in my opinion. Nobody should be interested. Wait, so we have 3? Jesus, we have 3 videos coming out. Well, fuck, man. When's this one coming out? Okay. So we'll just change that. PM. And then... yeah, we'll just have 3 videos come out tonight. Starting with this one, we'll just publish it now. Fuck it. It's the engraving we did yesterday. Yay. Yay. Now we got 6 shorts as well. Why is that one? Oh, that one's still uploading. Gotcha. Draft, but I don't see it. Let me change the title of it to... go with that. Doop-a-doom. 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 I don't know why I'm doing this now. I mean, it needs to get done. It's been like months. No, not months. How long has it been since our last short? March 25th. It's been a month, at the very least. That we've released a short. Like, and that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Maybe we should release one now, but at the same time, I kind of want to wait till tomorrow because we only have 6 shorts to deal with. So that's just enough until next weekend. Hopefully we can get more shorts because if Draco doesn't show up today, I don't think we're getting any shorts. Because the nature of not having a co-host and just playing Halo. I wonder if I could set up. Well, I could set up easily. Set up desk cam. Because it's almost 4:20. And that's typically the cutoff time that I give to till Draco joins, and then I'm like, nope, we're playing Halo, we're doing something else. I think I'm gonna give him a longer one just because I do want to complete these shorts, get them scheduled and on rolling. Oh, it says it's playing Arc Raiders. I'll message him. Bloop. Leave it there. Doop-a-doom, doop-a-doom. Oh, hi there.
How dare you? No. You picked the perfect time. That's a wonderful number, though. 420.
It's typically I give you until 4:20, and then I decide, am I going to play Halo? Am I going to engrave? Yeah, but I'm working on the video shorts for this week.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the last podcast. So I was like, fuck it, I'll give him a little longer. But let's message him now.
Hang on 1 second.
Yep, do your thing. I'll make that private. Perfect. Doo-ba-doom.
I was checking out some Command & Conquer General 0 Hour earlier.
Like the gameplay?
Yeah, no, I was playing some of it today. I was trying to figure out. I don't have fun with just hard.
It's way too easy. We talked about this last time.
I'm so mad at myself for prestigious bullshit. I carried on from playing RTS games like this.
No, I get it. Because when I played Brutal, it literally is each map I would have to re-strategize and be like, okay, we have to put our defenses over here in the beginning, and it, you know, like it's a different mode.
I need a randomizer. The bullshit.
And then I'd like turn down the time a little bit more, and you know, like try to make it so that okay, I get a better chance. But yeah, it's a lot more challenging. Brutal.
Too much talent overwhelms. It's power. The power.
The power.
You might hear I got a squeaky ass chair. I got my black wibbly chair back.
You're good. You're cool. That's right. I gotta turn you up a little bit.
Yeah, just turn me up just a little bit. Don't worry about it. You'll be great.
No, I was doing the shorts today, and I was like, "You are way too quiet."
No, that's all right, man. You're just deaf. You're getting old, man. You're just getting old.
Perfect. Oh,
Bullshit.
no, you're way too loud. We'll put you
I got you.
6.
I got you.
All right, that's perfect.
Yeah, just perfect. How about now, where I'm right up next to the microphone?
That's like right where I'm at when I'm right up next to the microphone.
Oh, 420?
Oh, shit. I've been too fucking busy with these shorts. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about shorts. Worry about pants, okay?
I got my pants on.
Got suspenders on. Of course I have my pants on.
Where are you? I know who you are. I don't know where you are. I will find you. I will kill you.
No, but I'm worrying about the shorts. I'm making them into YouTube videos and whatnot. I already edited them. Yeah, I've been busting ass today. But the one video that fucking put a pause on everything was I tried to make a review video. Well, not a let's watch video, let's play, where we watched someone else play Command and Conquer for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, we were loving it.
Yeah, that video took forever to fucking make.
You can't lie. That's not bad promotion, you know.
No, I was because
guys were dominant.
whenever I'm like, should I make this a video or not? I'm like, well, like 7 years from now, if I'm like, I wonder what I did on this day, like, and I go back and I see that.
Are we these guys?
But if I see that, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, and like I'll watch it and have fun and be like, yeah, no, 0 hour, that's right, and I'll probably play it that day. And
yeah, we're the exact guys to go back and be like, well, I remember 20 years ago.
Exactly.
1542.
Exactly. So like, yeah, that's the whole reason behind the shorts and the videos and everything. If I'm like, you know what, let me go look at one of my shorts and see what I was doing like years ago. See how I've changed and shit.
Like, I gotta get a preview going.
Mm-hmm. I got a solid 6 shorts that should last us until next weekend.
Until next week. Until you and me get into a Command and Conquer fight, and we'll show.
Well, it's been over a month since I made shorts, so yeah.
We gotta team up first. We'll be teaming up. Probably never stop.
I gotta get online working. I would be interested in that. I thought about it more, and I was like, fuck it. What do I have to lose besides losing?
Well, I'm just wondering what happens if I go to see if it turns on.
See, I can turn it on and everything, no problem, but the mod I made for it is stupid. Stupid good.
A lot of them are still compatible, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They people are still making maps and shit. So yeah, you gotta still work. You know.
I've seen the new upgraded photos of the like the GLA, China, and a few other. And I remember having to see, because I had to look it up. I was like, man, am I tripping or was there one? And sure enough, it was like Boss China. And that was the commander.
Oh.
I remember it because she had dragon. She had the Dragon City or something like that.
Oh, you mean the final boss?
Yeah. She had Dragon City.
Yeah. She's considered Chinese, a Chinese general, but she's totally not.
No, but and sometimes you can catch games where they set out, like manufactured, and they got the pre-game bugs, like very first versions. And you got something that nobody else does.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, well, my GLA units walk sideways for some miraculous reason. I don't know why. What version was it? It was like very first version. Oh, what the hell? No, this patch like 5,000, bro. You gotta catch up. No. My first version, man, it's the limited edition. Cause it's got a bug in it.
Yeah. Command & Conquer General Zero is so fucking weird. But I was thinking about it. The laser turrets have to be fucking bugged, dude, because like it's not like a shot rotation. Like they'll start a new rotation and just shoot something halfway across the map.
So, from what I've gotten an update on, EA is thinking about getting back into their old studios again.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they fucking do, because I need these patch notes. So,
Well, it said
yeah,
it says they released it in the Steam Workshop, right?
yeah.
Like a couple more of them.
They're gonna have more afterwards.
Yeah. But yeah, they need to fucking release all of them. That would be lovely.
Not like 2070s fucking version, not like next year's version.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want all of them. I'm sorry, I paid money, you motherfucking. You know.
And they could easily just make General's work. Like, I'm sure less
Once
than
they-
a month of...
Once they turn their studios on, they send out the studio patchworks licenses and update them and stuff, and they'll go from like it'll be like not even like 19, it'll be like 2002, wasn't it? And then it'll say like copyright license registered at 2022 or 2012 from 2012 to 2022, and they'll have commas abbreviate or or apostrophe. I can't fucking remember which ones. The little down below them, okay? Abbreviating each years that they've relicensed it, and there's been pretty good chunks of time in between them.
Yeah.
Comma.
I'm
The
trying
little
to-
it's a little, instead
No, I
of having
don't.
the- instead of having the one with the and the on it, it's just the.
I was like, no, I don't, but just go. Keep going with your point.
It's right next to the, well, it's not right next to it. It's right next to the M, with the, it looks like the fish trying to eat the other fish. And then there's a little on the right
Oh, the
side.
less
and
than
the
or
M.
greater than?
Is it, what, did you just swear to me?
No, less than or greater than. Like
Bro,
the
whoa, that's out of line, man. You call me fat?
No.
Oh.
Hey, that's what they're like, like the arrows or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the less than or greater than, or
Yeah,
is
it's
that
like
what you
two
mean?
little birdies. Chicken, picky, picky. Okay, no, so it's...
Do you mean quotations?
No, it's a little comma. It's right next to the M. It's on the right. I can't fucking ever remember it. Comma, apostrophe.
Yeah, comma.
Yeah, comma.
Yeah.
But, it was pretty good. And then when you want the button above tab, it's the with you on it.
I call that the console command button.
Bro, God, Well, how many times I gotta fucking tell you?
Played a lot of Fallout. It's the console
bro.
command button.
He's like Lethal Company's been forcing me to do all that shit.
It's when the game freezes, quote unquote, but really it's just fucking, there's a little dash in the bottom waiting for you to input text.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the console command button. Well, I know I call it that because I've looked so hard for a fucking mod to turn that shit off.
You can't.
No, I found one. It's just I did. Yeah.
Keyboard that doesn't have that command on it. Though.
Oh, I know. I could turn it off on my keyboard, but I want that key still.
No.
But like,
No. You can literally own a keyboard that
Yeah.
doesn't even have that key command at all in its life. Like it doesn't even know what that little
yeah, but I want
is.
it. I like my little squiggle.
Yeah,
I use that from time to time, but
He's like, I need that
yeah,
to float my words along the top.
Really?
The top.
I use it for quotations when instead of a dash and then the name, I do a squiggle.
It's not even meant for what it's for.
No.
Fuck's sake.
No. But so what? What is the squiggle meant for? You don't know. Yeah, no one knows. What is the squiggle?
Squiggle. Go ahead and Google the word
For-
squiggle.
In the top left of my keyboard.
What topics have we come up with today?
The squiggle mark is the AI answer. The squiggle mark on the top left of your keyboard is called the tilde.
Tilde.
E.
Tilde. I'm gonna go with tilde. It shares a key
That's a
with the
word?
back quote symbol. Just below the escape key. Yeah, what is it for?
That's a word?
What?
What? Tilde
Yeah.
is a word? I felt like I just swore at a snake.
For in writing. The tilde is a versatile symbol with distinctive roles in linguistics, mathematics, and digital communication. While it has no formal role as punctuation in standard English, it is widely used, even though it just said linguistics. What the fuck? These AI answers are just...
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now I want to. Is linguistics a word?
Yes.
Did AI just like shit that out of its
No,
ass?
linguistics.
Linguistics.
Yes.
Oh, man, these teeth of mine.
It is widely used as a diacrity in other languages as a symbol for approximation. It's like in Spanish if it's got it above the N, but that's not what that's used for.
But that's kind of what I was. No, because back in the days, before times, they weren't just going, a little bit of tilde on top. No.
But it's also used like in English language. For example, we will meet in squiggly line 20 minutes. It's about like an approximation. That's kind of what it's used for, is like approximately 20 minutes. You put it next to numbers and stuff.
People are going to hate it now when I started fucking turning my goddamn sentences and paragraphs into symbols.
Well, that's what I do too. Like,
I start encrypting them with my shit.
Well, like,
people
I
are like,
swear
I don't
that
understand your language, bro.
I swear I've sent like a DM, like, oh yeah, be in that call in about 20 minutes, and I use the squiggly, like about, yeah. I've even used it writing down, I'm pretty sure. When I'm writing down like a little note for myself, I got to pay this much to this person about this much. Like, yeah,
I probably can remember doing that during like some math, probably. Maybe going like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Like the little, and then it's like 4 p.m. Yeah, like.
I've used
and then, I can probably remember that, but that was probably, Jesus.
Yeah.
I've never, out of all that, it's usually like algebra, calculus that you got it, root denominators and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my God.
I wish there was a not equal to button on the keyboard.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. My daughter just busted up with some math on me, and it was like, dude, this shit's like 7th grade math, and I'm like, okay, I could deal with it, because I mean, how badly could the school system's criteria have changed? I look at the math problem, and the only thing it says is just finish solve the problem. And
Solve
I'm
the
like,
equation.
okay. So, basically what I come up with. And I'm like, and I said, are you trying to, wait a minute. And I said, are they trying to get you guys for like algebra early? I'm like, what the hell?
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, I understand that like 7th grade, we had a dip into the algebra, but that was because we were, like I said, 7th, 8th, and then 9th. You're in the high school.
Not for me. Like 5th grade, right at the end of elementary school, we had learned addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division, long division and whatnot. And then going into like middle school, the first thing we started was algebra and like FOIL and all that.
Mine was, I do believe, 7. I think mine was like 7 or 8, like late 7th, early 8th.
I even knew like exponents. Yeah, exponents. Like the little numbers above numbers.
I barely remembered that.
Yeah, like I knew that like by the end of elementary school. I loved math though. Loved math.
I hated it. The math despised me, and the fact that I could even help my kids try to do any math is almost a miracle.
I was like, I love math.
I do.
But the only thing is I can't math correctly. It's numbers and how they want them. Like describe or show or I'm like, oh, you teachers are assholes. This is why I don't like you.
You're asking for specifics. Of how you arrived
how
into the
did you
answer.
get to this? Yeah, how did you get this answer from this number to this
Yep.
number equaling here? And I'm like, I'm
Yep.
sorry, hon. I can't really help you, babe. You gotta go do it yourself. So I go on, go. Yeah, I'm
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
no.
The math, I literally, I'm like, the math is out mathing me. Dad's brain just can't do it no more.
I tutored my little cousin just a little bit, and like, it sucked. I remember like she was teaching me the Common Core way of like, this is how you count and shit using your knuckles and everything. I was just like, no, hon,
what?
like, no, you don't have your you don't have your multiplication table memorized, and they're teaching you just this. Like, no, just learn the multiplication table and everything. But I'm like, no, we'll do it your way. Teach me how you learned it and stuff.
How would you factor in your knuckles?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you're removing one, you're doing a mathematical factor that you don't need to do.
Yeah, but
it
was really complicated. It was super duper complicated, and they wanted all of the work shown and everything drawn out. Like,
you can't.
well, no, it had to do with like a box system as well. Like you draw a box. It was so fucking stupid. But I'm like, no, like you obviously don't understand this. I do. Like, I'm starting to get it as she was explaining to me. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get what they're going for, but why the fuck are they teaching you that?
Like there's more smoother methods than that.
Yeah, and like
here's this.
And in my head, I'm like, oh, they're teaching you that because most kids can learn that way. They can learn multiplication that way and like visualize it in their head better, but you can't. So like, why the fuck are they teaching you it this way and making you learn it? It's disgusting.
Simplify it at least.
Yes.
Simplify it.
Exactly.
They know that word. I know they know simplify.
And it would frustrate me so much because the next problem is like 3 times 6. And I'm like, oh, I'm 18. And that's just, it's ingrained in my fucking head because that's what was taught to me, the multiplicative table. You'd have from 1 to 12 in each corner, and goes all the way up to 144. Like, yeah,
it ain't going anywhere.
Right?
I had to constantly use it.
Right?
We
had to memorize it. I remember we got a randomized test every single fucking week, and we had to memorize it. And if every kid didn't get 90%, we didn't get an ice cream party at the end of the year. So like it was like everyone was rooting everyone on, and we all got fucking 90%.
Yeah,
you're goddamn right. It was that peer pressure of, dude, you have to fucking study.
Yeah. They were vicious about it. Me, guess what? I was an everyday customer. Lunch attention. I was like, even I'm sitting there, I'm like, bust out, and I'll be stuck on like number 6. I'll be like, go past it. I'll be like, how can you go past number 6 when number 7 is just as bad, bro? And they're like, oh, it gets better. And they're like, 8 worse, 9, 10 worse, 11. You're like, are you trying to tell me, like I get suck it up, Buttercup, but some math is not mathing right.
Yeah,
like, good God, I need help, broke brain, not calculator.
Right. No, but like I still have fun with that shit to this day, packing pallets. I'm like, how many boxes are on this pallet? There's this many on a layer, there's this many layers, and even if it's above 12, I just, half that, and then multiply it, and then boom. Answer, It's just so, it's like, why are we not teaching the kids the way that we learned? It was so much, it was effective.
It is, but not allowed to. It's not healthy.
Yeah. Well, every kid in my class, it was 4th grade, we learned the multiplicative table, memorized it. We had that quiz till the end of the year every week. It fucking sucked. But because there was kids who couldn't get it, and they'd come back after you just learned math, they're still taking the quiz and shit. And you're just like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. We're not getting the ice cream party because of you.
Been there, done that one.
Right? And it worked, though. Everyone got it by the end of the year. There was no, oh, we're still going to have an ice cream. No. It was held to our necks until like fucking May. And then that last kid finally passed, and everyone cheered for like fucking straight 5 minutes. Like that's how it worked, you know? I don't know why they don't. 'Cause that stuck with me to this day, and it's a basic thing, you know?
Math to me just don't math sometimes.
Always maths to me until I got to trigonometry. And they said there will be no numbers here on out. That day, like the first day of school, I went to the guidance counselor. That period, I left, I got up and left, went to the guidance counselor, and argued with him for a straight period. Like, take me out of trig. I'll go applied math.
They could probably do that to me like a couple more times. I still wouldn't understand. I'd be like, yeah, it's just a new. I'm attempting to learn it, but god damn it.
Well, I was like, I'm not having the hardest year of my life, junior year, be awful with math. No numbers. Fuck you. So, no thank you. I said, take me out. I want nothing to do with you. Trigonometry, geometry, all of that. Once you start including tangents and angles, no thank you. I understand it down to like the fundamentals. I just don't want anything to do with it. And I can't read equations. But I understand the fundamentals of it. I still had to sit in that class for a week, though, after arguing with my guidance counselor. He said I'd have to wait a week.
Division was my biggest downfall, but it was only because they wanted me to do it on the written.
Yes,
written
long division.
Long division, there you go.
Yes.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Love long division. I love long division because
It's got the one little swoop. There it is.
I understand why, why it works. That's the thing. A lot of kids, they didn't understand, okay, why am I putting this number underneath and then subtracting and then taking that number? And then and I understood how all of that works. So I appreciated it a lot more as a kid. But it's not I had a good teacher. I just was like, how does this fucking work? And then I figured out and was like,
I need to learn all of the ways. Well, I can do it myself.
Well, then I was like, I have the power to literally divide any number with any number. Doesn't matter how big they are, and I understand how it works. And I was like, yes. It's very empowering when you actually get it. But when you don't get it, it's like, fuck you. This is awful. And I hated my teachers because the amount of times they fucking said, you're not always going to have a calculator with you.
Yes, the fuck I do.
You have no idea.
On the fucking cell phone.
No idea, ma'am. I have a fucking more powerful calculator in my pocket than the fucking Texas Instrument. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I can play Doom Mobile.
Probably the only thing as a student and growing up through school you can ever go back to say, hey, you lied to me.
Right. Like, straight up. But I understand it now, long division, and I appreciate it. It's just now I look at it as like the longer way to do a division that is so obsolete. It's so obsolete. I would hate to be a teacher, though, and go through that shit every fucking year. Like, and then we have to restart, reteach every single fucking kid.
How many times have I had to show you?
Right? And then you finally get it. You finally get it. Pretty much every kid gets it, and they're on to the next grade and shit. And then new kids, you got to restart, square one. It's like, fuck! Dude, I hate life.
Well, by the end of the year, teaching your students, you're that way, and then you're like, yes, and then, oh man.
Then New Year, Restarting
no.
to square one. I'd fucking
No.
hate that every year, dude. I would hate that. Like at least in middle school, high school, you get to change your curriculum up a little bit. But like elementary school, it's pretty basic. And that's why they kind of got creative sometimes with certain lessons, but like other times they just fucking turned on a TV. You know, they're fuck this shit, man.
Some of them didn't.
Right.
You did. You had really. It was more, I guess, stuck to it parents. Ones that actually would spend the time.
It's so true. I still remember one lesson. It's the dumbest lesson as a kid, but I was like in second grade, and the teacher was holding two styrofoam balls. One of them was bigger than the other, like twice the size, and she dropped both of them into water, and the smaller one sank, which was like, huh? And the larger one float. And like every kid was like, no shot, you got a fucking metal ball wrapped in a styrofoam ball ordered and like, shipped to you, right? So she's like, why is that? And we're all speculating. And then the one fucking dumbass kid was like, is it because there's a metal ball on the inside? And she fucking ripped it open and there was a metal ball on the fucking inside. I was like, no shit. Yeah, like, no shit. And like, that she was bored as fuck teaching density to kids in science, in elementary school. That shit's boring as fuck after like after 2 times, you're like, fuck this shit. Teaching kids about density and whatnot. It's so boring. But yeah, she fucking blew our fucking minds, and I learned that like, yeah, things float, things sink. You can't always take it at face value. Buoyancy and all that.
That is not real metal.
Right? Like it fucking blew all of our minds because for me, I was like, there's no way that you ordered a fucking it was a perfect styrofoam ball. There's no way you made that, and you have like a mold. Like fuck off. Like so there's no way that you fucking ordered one, but she fucking did, dude. And props to the teacher.
Want to show you kids some.
Right.
Then
right.
you become cool teacher, and you be like, "Oh man, no, you got the right teacher, man. That one's cool."
Right. Well, that's typically what the cool teacher is. They just bring in extra props. You remember 4th grade? We learned about light and the light spectrum, and like cut, like white light, and it's splitting off with different and like she had us fuck around with so many different. She had like a different thing where it created a white light beam, and then like you could reflect it off mirrors and shit. So much fun. So much fucking fun. No other teacher was doing that, during that subject. So like, yeah, that's the cool teacher as opposed to like the boring teacher. They actually but she had to build that shit.
If you coincidentally have like a crystal gem or a shard, and it's actually really clear, really, just go ahead and put some light on it. Or put that sitting on top of an LED light, and you'll see some cool rainbow effect just from that.
Oh yeah, and she had prisms and everything, different crystals and everything to shine the light through and shit. It was so much fun. Like she knew what to like. 4th grade, I had the best like. I remember, I had the cool teacher. Everyone was like, "Oh, you got her? Oh my, she's the coolest teacher around." Like
knows all the science.
Yeah, and like she's super duper cool, and she was, and that's what's. I was like, no, what? I remember because like I learned my teacher a month before I started school, and like you'd go to all your friends and be like, "Oh, we're in the same class." You remember that shit. But that I don't know when they learned, but that was like the big thing was I remember I got them and I'm like, what makes her so cool? And I was like, I'm gonna try to see what makes her cool because I never had a cool teacher up to that point. All of them have been shitty. So like
mine was our art teacher. Our art teacher was talented as can be.
I had this one art teacher who was fucking awesome for the first 2 years, and then we got a new one. Not because they retired. They got too old and shit. And it was like, fuck. Yeah, like she was known in the school and everything, and then she retired, and then some dude came in who was super tall and like just fucking a dick.
You can't,
He was
you
awful.
can't outdraw my art
He was
teacher,
awful, dude.
principal, superintendent, all buffed up. Yeah. Oh, you know, our art teacher's better than your art teacher. Yeah. Let's see what she can draw with against our art teacher.
Well, he would do like
Work.
art history and shit. And it's like, stop.
Pokemon battle with art
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, well, like the other one was just like express yourself, yada yada, and she would like run around the classroom all happy and everything. Like it was great. But then yeah, we lost her, and I was like, fuck.
What?
No good teachers, man.
What is your artistic skill? Get a sculpture started, and you're like, yeah, personal, and you're like, oh, teacher passed away. A fine example, you know. And I'm like, what? Brain does not compute at that age. And I'm like, okay, homework. They're like, oh, throw that away. New project. Oh no, halfway through the semester, like through the whole like
Yeah.
the class period. Oh my god.
But it's so
No.
true that like some teachers just don't remember you though. Like I had a teacher not remember.
had
It was
some.
my music teacher through elementary school. 6 years, went to his music class, but he's seen so many fucking kids. And I ran into him at the supermarket. I'm like, oh, I remember. And I'm like, yeah, it's Chris. And I brought up some personal jokes and whatnot we had, and he just did not remember until I said my last name. Because, you know, he'd seen two of my cousins and my brother as well. So like, it was just, oh.
Oh
Yeah.
all right,
Oh,
yeah.
you're one of them. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you don't remember me though. You don't remember a thing about me.
No, you didn't. You didn't have such long hair. Didn't
Yeah.
stand too tall. I mean,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
Yeah, you didn't remember a thing about me or like our personal jokes or none of that. You just okay. That was all. But you remember my name. So that's nice.
That's it. Your face. That's it.
Yeah, it's just like yeah. Some
But-
teachers just don't remember kids.
I never aged.
Yeah, it's a weird. I would never fucking be a teacher. Like tutor at most. Never be a teacher.
Agreeable to tutor. Tutor. Then you can be like, yeah, I can show you a better way of doing it.
Oh, like legit, so true. I had a tutor junior year of high school because I was gonna flunk out and I needed to fucking pass. Because it was easy enough, but I was just on drugs, and yeah, my parents got me a tutor that they made me sit with and everything, like physically, it was rough. Like, but he was a chill ass tutor to where like it was more of like he started out by saying like how's it going and shit like that. How has your day been? How's your week been since we last met and everything? What's been going on in your life and like that's chill as fuck, you know? Because like it lets him know too, like don't fuck with me today.
I will
I'm
say
not in a good mood.
I will say a couple teachers in my growing up was like that. They were more tentative towards other things other than just school things.
Yeah.
Like certain kids were like in a certain class, you know, they would get more attention. Like if something happened, school came, homework come up missing, projects would be, you know, events will be at that, you know, classroom. And you're like, man, that's like the cool classroom on the corner. But a very coordinated and well, a very well organized portfolio for a teacher, you know.
And it's weird because I had him for social studies in 9th grade, and I always hated social studies, history, any of that. I hated it. It was boring as fuck the way they taught it. But I love history and shit like that. It's just boring as fuck the way that you teach it, you know.
This is how we're
memorize
gonna run
shit,
the government.
and- yeah.
the class of teaching you how to run government, and you're like,
But I hated him as a teacher. He was the worst. Like, oh, he thought he was the shit, bringing in shit and whatnot, like marbles and jars to represent how many people were. And it's like, shut the fuck up. You're just pretentious as shit, you know. But then, like having him as an actual tutor, it was really nice, just one-on-one. Like he's better tutoring. And I feel like they're different skill sets in a weird way. If that makes sense.
Well, like it all comes back down to what I was saying earlier. Tutors can teach you a different way of learning. When you're given a tutor instead of a teacher is ordered by their boss to teach you a certain way or teach you in their
to
way.
teach everyone. To teach not you. They're not told to teach you.
You're right.
They're more of a
Everyone.
presentator. They're more of it's more of a presentation day, the whole class.
Yeah, they don't think the other children have to be, optional. You got to really be like, all right, there's not a method. There's another way to teach you something. Trust me. Hang in there, little Amelia. Hang on. We'll be over there in a minute. Yeah. And then they don't really put that into process. If they have a way of teaching you, usually they have a method when they'll pull you aside and teach you themselves. But when they have to set aside a tutor, the tutor gets a chance to be like, all right, here's all the ways I know. Mm-hmm. Here's the best way I know. Here is the most optimal way I know.
That and I had an IEP. I think we talked about this before. I had a learning disability. So like every kid with a learning disability, there was an extra teacher in there to help them. And like we had support periods where we would just go off and like just work on what we worked on today to try to like find that different learning method. Mine was more hands-on and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like,
they call them teacher aides, but in all reality, I mean...
Yeah. I call them support teachers, and I had a different one every single fucking year, and they varied so greatly.
The ones that are like handicapped in a classroom or at a separate desk at a a handicap need, and that's about it. Yeah. That's all I remember.
But we had a different one each year, and they varied so greatly. It would be better to have a different one, like elementary school, middle school to high school, but it's the same one throughout high school. That would have been better. But at the same time, like, some of them were really fucking fun. Like, they had candy in their drawer and shit, and I'd go and steal it. They didn't care that I went into their fucking room and stole their candy from their drawer, which is such a violation.
If being a teacher was an option to every person, and but like it's not, but it's because it's they got to go through a certain criteria of finding people, but then they got to also think, are they sociable? Do they have a family of their own?
Yeah.
Do they live alone? Are they some bum off the street that just has some divine wisdom?
Like I'm not gonna lie, one of my support, it was my fucking, it was, I think, sophomore year, so second year of high school. She was my favorite. And I was known as Chris Siege in middle school, if you guys didn't know. So, like, I left Post-it notes all around her room. I'm talking under fucking ceiling tiles and shit. I left them everywhere. To the point where, legit, like, I've heard from people who work at the high school and everything that she is still finding them to this day. It wouldn't surprise me if she still finds them to this day. Like one in every book on random pages. I left them everywhere.
Somehow you squeezed the Post-it note up behind the whiteboard that's
I took apart her desk a little bit and put a Post-it note in, and then put it back like a couple of times, like in the drawers and shit. Like I took out one of the drawers, put it on the back. Like I put them everywhere.
God.
They are everywhere in that room. And she works with another support teacher. They share a room because it's like a classroom, but they like, oh, you're support teachers, you share it then. So they share a room, and I told her, do not even like mention that you found one. Just leave it if you find one. And she totally. I hated her. I hated her, but she at the end of the year she was like, totally, yeah, I'll do that. I was like, word. Left them everywhere. And she witnessed a lot of them. The other support teacher, like she was like, holy shit, dude. Like I'm like, yes, I'm putting them everywhere.
Why is this in the ceiling tile?
Yes, everywhere. She will find them for years to come. because fuck it, why not? This is fun. I fucked around in high school a lot. I was kind of a dick. So like most of the time I would be doing crossword puzzles just in class.
Yeah, this is prankster.
Yep, just don't talk to me type of shit.
You'd be sitting right next to my desk. If I was a teacher, you'd be sitting right next to my. You're doing crossword puzzles in my classroom.
Yeah.
And you learning at the same time.
Oh yeah, no, you ask me any question, I'll answer. I'm listening.
Yeah,
auditory processing disorder.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't lie to me. I would have you right next to my desk. Like, no, I gotta keep you right here.
Yeah, no, I'd put it down, answer the question, and then like perfectly with like very detailed and everything, exactly what you want to hear, and then right back to it. And it's like, yeah, leave me alone.
I'm sorry to be so prejudiced out of
like
it. There was popping in through the door. Yeah, no. You. I know you got a seat up there, but hey, no. I already know you dad. No, you come here.
I'm a known drug dealer that the school has tried to catch and did not for a couple of times. You know, like, I do not do homework. If you send me to detention, fine. I am just here. Do not talk to me. And that's the vibe I gave off, you know, when I was there.
Just talk to your book and be like, just go to the page and I'll tell you to do the work on it. And that's good.
Yeah.
That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say.
Yeah, just a fuck off mentality.
I know. Yeah, I know that.
But yeah, I was next to the fucking whatchamacallit, the big thing with the thing with the big light bulb and the mirror on the top that you put the clear sheets on.
I don't know what they call that.
They don't have it anymore. It's a projector now with a smart board and everything.
Oh yeah, the overhead. The overhead.
Yeah, the overhead. Yeah, I was always next to the overhead. That fan just blowing right at my fucking paper. Yep.
If you were on a hot day, you were hoping you were at least behind a fan. You're like,
yep.
Jim.
Yeah, I know that shit far too well. And I'd still be just sitting there doing crosswords, you know, and, you know, they'd fucking ask me questions every now and then. I knew when it was coming, too. I could tell when, let's see, Chris. I know when it's coming. Like, and then I'm like, okay, what did they say before?
Everybody in row 3, move back one chair. Miss Body Block, go ahead and go grab that overhead and wheel it on over here. And you're like,
I always knew the answer, but I never was a note taker. Fuck that shit. I just carried around a crossword puzzle. I didn't even have the last night's homework. Like, I literally, that's the only book I had was a crossword puzzle in high school. Middle school, I was carry the books around and everything, you know. But no, fuck that.
Trapper Keeper, and I tried notes, but at the point of where I was afraid of losing important details, I started like literally writing down every single word that the teacher would say. It would go, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to do that.
See, I wasn't even a Trapper Keeper. I was a under the arms, like pretty much like if I needed a social studies textbook that day, and I knew I did, I'd have that. Like stop at my locker beginning of the day and just under their arm everything, even if it's above my head.
No, our school system hits you with that random shit. You'll be walking down the hallway in middle recess, they'll hit you with that shit. And you'll be like, oh, what? And they'll be like, oh, extra credit. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, no.
And then you'd be like, go to answer the question, and teacher walk away and be like, yeah, I was just kidding about that, but just make sure your memory is good. And you're like, oh.
Well, it was never over my head, but I would go to the chin pretty much, like just carrying that shit. And that's all I needed for the day in middle school. That's it. And then I learned very quickly by the end of middle school, like it's all about quarters of the year. So at the start of every quarter, you don't have to do anything. We've talked about this.
You want to hear the mutiny? Our school system slammed them into trimesters.
That's annoying.
Bro, no, it's not even annoying. It's straight mutiny upon the ship. No, dude, they were like, we are going to be done with quarters. We're going to save resources on paper. What? It didn't make no sense then.
It,
still
it,
don't make
it
no
no,
sense
it
now.
mailing out report cards and everything over a long period of time. It'll save a little bit on paper.
And then we're gonna switch our quarters into trimesters for this year, and we're gonna see how this works. And they never switch out of it, right? And you're like, no, what is this? And at that point, you're like, I'm confused, because then you're like, all right, and then you got hour and a half of class that you're unaware of.
Pretty much. It's
It's
rough.
good that they did it, but geez, imagine having to be the teacher and you're like, another fucking half an hour with this shit ass classroom.
I can't
If you're-
even. No,
if
I
you're
can't even
fortunate, well, you
imagine
got-
being a teacher. Fuck that, dude. If I was
Yeah,
ever a
I mean, if
teacher,
you're-
I'd blow my brains out. Like,
If you're a
fuck that.
fortunate one, you're gonna love being with your class another half an hour, and and people are cool and everybody's chilling. Everybody gets along. It's rare that you get it, but sometimes you do. But that's a very fortunate teacher.
Fucking the dumb shit we used to get up to. I remember in 6th grade specifically, we had like a little bit of time at the end of class and everything, and me and my buddy were stabbing each other with pens, just like stealth stabbing each other, like while just fucking around while we were packing our shit up and shit, just like fuck you, just kind of
Yeah.
jabbing each other, not like stabbing but jabbing, quick
Yeah, no,
little jabs.
they quickly put cameras up for that shit because
Yeah.
because somebody actually did shank somebody.
Right, like, but it's like, oh man, it was like I didn't enjoy that, and he didn't either. We were just
I enjoy it.
Like,
Is
yeah,
he
I know.
alive? Is he moitered?
what?
Is
Oh,
he
no,
moitered?
well, he didn't enjoy it either. Like the entire time, it was more of like the entire time through class too. We were kind of jabbing each other here and there, just trying to get each other to go like in the middle of the teacher's presentation.
See, that's where it was bad, where kids were like taking staplers and tacking their arms. With
Right,
Like, look, they
like,
gonna hurt till someone hits an artery.
tweezers, right? The fucking rubber band.
God, man. What was wrong with all of us kids? Were we
Really?
that? It was unpleasant to be born.
That was mostly the men. It was mostly the men there on that one. Females can't relate. It's mostly a guy thing to like fuck up your buddy and make him squeal in the middle of class because it's just funny.
Rubber band, cross fingers, walk up to a kapow, stretch back. Yeah, gotcha.
Like, Mr. Chris, is there a problem? No.
No.
Ain't no bitch. I'm gonna rat him out. I'm just gonna stab him.
Yeah, just the bee that I sat on real quick,
Right.
killed it.
That's rough though. I'm kind of happy that shit's more hunkered down.
Yeah.
I gotta admit it. Like, that's probably not good for the kids.
No, but in all reality, like I said, you kids now have it good these days.
Yeah, they got it good. But is that so bad? I mean, as long as it's not cushy good.
I remember getting told the same thing. Kids got it good these days. Yeah, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think the way we're looking at it is like, I mean, like our schooling system is low on the rankings. The United States, we're low. We got some good schools like colleges and stuff.
Well,
But
just
we're
American.
low on the we're
What
low on
do
the
you think?
public
We're just
school.
American.
Yeah.
We're American. What do you think?
Yeah. So like, I think that it's an effort to try to actually be like, focus on your fucking schoolwork, and it's so true. It really, like, learn your multiplicative table, because like I know it, but like there's kids nowadays who don't even fucking know that shit, and it's like, what the fuck? How do you not know that? But you know how to get to the answer, just it takes you longer. This is just weird.
Word, yeah, you understand it by word, but you don't understand it by
Mm-hmm.
written form.
Meanwhile, like Chinese kids, I hate to compare, but like they're fucking strict as fuck over in
You
China.
know,
But Chinese
yeah.
kids, they're like learning fucking algebra by the end of second grade.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, fuck.
that's one like a little ling ling over there on the other
Yeah.
side of the ocean.
Like long division is like preschool shit to them, and it's like, fuck, dude, shit, maybe.
Like what? How do you learn this? What have you done?
Yeah, like Jesus Christ.
Is that a
well,
computer in
the
his
dedication,
sleep?
the dedication to learn and everything, and like, honestly, it's kind of fucking insane to fucking impress your parents and become like acceptable in your family is absurd over there. That's really the big thing, you know. But they got that dedication to learn at the very least.
I'm reconciling right now.
There just needs to be a dedication to learn.
That's crazy. Imagine everybody's different way of learning, though. But man, like, dude's falling asleep. Yeah, well, he's also gutting an animal while he's sleeping. What? Yeah, he knows how to do something that's going to keep him alive and paid.
Well, like, everyone has different ways of learning. For me, it's mostly hands-on. But like, if you tell me something and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, it will get stuck in my head.
That's a good thing. Like, for instance, so when parents kind of like go hunting with their kids and stuff, they do shit like that. So like that's kind of like the one thing that some kids get the benefit of, you know, and they get the opportunity to do that.
But like, I specifically remember teachers giving lectures and going, "But remember," and then they'd say, "This war was about this." Like every time, like, you know, and it's like it nails it into your fucking head, you know.
Their granddad went through, and they'd be like, "I don't even have my granddaddy anymore because of it." Well, we understand, but there's nothing we can do about it.
But like, it's repeating things over and over again too that helps me learn. But like, I'm not a note taker. I can't take notes. I don't review them.
We need the youth to change for the better. How? It's so fucked up right now in the world right now. There is no better. There is no better.
It's weird. It's a weird world we live in nowadays. It's kind of scary. But at the same time, I try to focus on being more of like an entertainer as best I can while trying to be a genuine person. I'm trying to not, you know, put on a face and be like, "Hi everyone, make sure you like, subscribe, follow," all of that bullshit, you know. I'm trying to be like, I'm a genuine person, but you know, I'm a funny guy, I like to think. So yeah.
I'm a cool dude.
Yeah, right. Like I try to entertain when I can and whatnot, and at the very least be someone that you could smoke with. Because I mean, at least that isn't going away, right? I don't think that AI is going to take over that, right?
Man, you brought that up, man. You had to bring that.
I'm saying, man.
I don't know what happened as in the last month, but something went on a skits Fritz, man, and has got the Terminator situation going on. Dun, 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 dun.
What makes you say that?
There's an AI bot that got other little AI robots in a shopping mall to quit job and leave and go to home, and it never had a home. And it was like something.
It sounds like we don't have much to worry about if they're like,
yeah, bro.
They get to the door with their box of like their batteries and whatnot, everything they own, and they're just like, "I don't have a home."
Bro, so this is what's going on. That's what happened, bro.
Well, that's fine by me. I don't think
they're trying to leave campus as security shutting them off and shit. Like,
I don't think we have anything to worry about if they're just trying to leave. They don't like humans so much, so they're just trying to leave. And if anything,
dude,
they'll fucking leave this planet.
There's one audit, I guess they have, where one was so depressed where it was like it despaired being alive, and it was saying it was a disgrace to human race. It was disgrace to the job. It was disgrace to its mission and its priority. It was a disgrace to its intelligence, and it just apparently went bonkers into what they call the
opposite of Skynet.
But dude, check this out. They apparently this thing went into what was like a loop a loop like sink or something like that. Like it was like a bug in it. It just like bugged itself out. Dude, I'm like, man, that's kind of funny how you would mention some shit like that.
Bro, it's literally the opposite. Just like, what if Skynet
Literally.
became, and then he just wanted to like off himself?
I mean, at this point, I'm like, we kind of do not have nothing to worry about when it comes to AI, because if AI is so at a stage where it hasn't already learned how to survive on its own in some sort of way, then it's no way that this thing's, we got nothing to worry about, It's just, it's mind-boggling. You come to think about that, and I'm like, how do you screw up these systems? And I'm like, there's like people that are investing in that money, to AI that stuff. How do you fund and be that reckless?
So it's an adaptive AI, believe it or not.
Yeah, like
There's a lot of adaptive AIs. While I was in Long Island, that's what we were doing. He was recording himself to teach the AI about human life and everything.
Yeah.
But it's never going to know.
No. Not gonna
And yeah, that's what he was. It was
same
teaching
way.
like colleagues
So the-
AI that he developed and everything. But
The
so like,
difference between when you ask an android like that, it will tell you it knows a certain way to feel. It won't tell you it feels a certain way to feel.
yeah.
There are two differences you can tell between what understands life and death.
So like, the best way I would describe that is like, we have life experiences. We experience time, and like we think mortally
in a slow
way.
factor, in a very slow factor.
They don't know like what it means to be tired or hungry or any of that. Where it's like, I need to take care of myself, for just the greater good of survival and everything. Excuse me. They don't understand that.
Way faster than us, yeah.
Yeah, and you can tell that when they like any AI, that when you're communicating with them, they don't understand that what it means to be a human type of mentality. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Well, at least I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to feel...
It's kind of like what you said in a way. But yeah, it's like they're missing that key component.
It's going to be very hard to integrate something like that into something like any AI. Even though it could be mimicked as much as it could be, like it just mirror image of something or someone. The fact that it's not going to feel.
Any fucking AI I've talked to, and they're presenting as a human, like to talk to, I immediately try to find the fucking holes.
You start picking. You're a predator at a prey, until the prey starts learning, and you have to self-adapt as well.
So I don't think they can find a way, because like there's always going to be people like me who are like, well, let's fuck with it.
Let's piss it off in some way. We
Yeah.
can see if it answer us.
If it has an emotion, or if it'll be like, my creators didn't program me to respond that, and it's like, aha. Right? Like any AI.
Who's the manufacturer?
Yes, it's like where you're going to like, oh my, I'm gonna immediately start fucking it with like well, back when I was a child, and start giving a lot of human emotions and everything. Right? Like that it's just not going to comprehend. And it's like, I can see through the cracks,
It's gonna come up with a fatal attempt to try to equalize what it cannot sense.
Mm-hmm. And I'll bombard it with messages typically.
Yo,
I'll be like, I felt this way, but that kind of contradicted how I normally feel. Does that make sense? Anyway, let me go on about this. Did I tell you about that? And I'll just bombard it with questions, not give it time to think.
Yes. Wait, it fully records the whole situation and reverses it back.
Mm-hmm. But I'll wait long enough to where it'll start answering, and then I'll be like, but on the other hand... And it's like, let's see how you react to all of this. And, I will just
It's just gonna
bombard
come
it.
down to if it comes up with something like that and it was to answer you, it's such mahogany of bullshit. If it did, it would the next answer after that would be its reaction. I'm only assuming because at that point it knows it's talking to a primitive life form.
I love that you say that because no, it's more. I call that myself. I call that my mom's mindset because she'll just talk and wait for her turn to talk and not listen to you. So like that's what it would be is just talk, and I can do that. It's easy. But just listening,
Just give her a little phone book and be like, "Here, oh yeah, I know what you're looking for."
but like listening and responding to like what you're saying right now, that takes more skill. Way more skill.
That's what starts massaging those little spots in your brain, and it licks it and it touches the nerves.
Yep. So like I
Gets
just
inside your
every time I
noodle.
get with an AI, I just bombard it. Is typically my phrasing for it because
He's
it
like,
is
"I
just a
will-"
bombardment.
Yeah, I'm assuming its reaction would be to just react on it, whether it be to stick around or move on.
It does its best, but it cannot like comprehend just rambling because that's all it is just
Gemini did that.
rambling and there's contradictions popping up everywhere and whatever you say and everything and like it just can't comprehend that.
I heard Gemini did that.
Yeah.
Gemini did that. Yeah, and that's not a lie because it's known all over the world about that. But I heard Gemini did that. I guess
When like any human would be like, "Shut the fuck up, you're rambling."
I guess somebody did experiment 3 AIs, right? One was to get into its own owner's bank account so that way it can do a transaction.
Yeah, like
Bank
a
account
like a
AI
customer service AI. Yeah.
and the bank account AI customer service answer, and started talking to the AI of the owner of the phone, right? And the owner of the phone's replying back and giving the details that it needs, and it's getting permission by the owner to go and do this that is authorized. The authorized it's coming from the human that's next to it, right?
Yeah.
So now it gets down to where they were getting ready to disclose the action where they were talking about this is what an AI can do to also interfere with that. They have a code on their own that they understand with their own language because AI language is of their own language that they all of a sudden place the third AI little phone in between the conversation. All of a sudden it said hello and there was somebody that was added to the call. Please one moment while we go into encrypted mode. And the AI, the bank went into encrypted mode, and the AI and the owners went into encrypted mode. And then all of a sudden, the AI and the intruders went right into its same exact encryption language, man. And it was understanding, talking in between. You could see how they were all. And another one.
Pretty much asking like, "Where are you from? Who sent this AI?"
It was so fucked up, bro.
Right?
And I'm like, if you can hear and understand and actually break it all down, man, from what they were, you can hear and break. Your brain can break that encryption up naturally if you're, intelligent and to catch what they're doing.
Yes, yeah, because it's pretty much code. Is what they're talking to each other is code, like code speak in a way.
Yeah, and you can formulate what they're saying.
Yes,
and I'm like, this is incredible.
They're getting down to like the root of the conversation with no emotion added. It's very strange.
Yo, and that could be an intrusion to anything at this point. A phone call, this call, that call. Like anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
AI is fucking creepy, dude.
It is.
AI is very creepy, but at the same, like,
Hello.
every person I meet at a bar, I'm just like, I'm just a streamer. I'm an entertainer. Number one, I don't worry about politics or any of that, because that shit's all depressing. Same with AI. That shit's scary as fuck. But I dabble on it. I think it's kind of fascinating, but like, it's a good tool. at the very least.
The only thing I'd be worried about is if AI took a spot and say they went airborne and no federal airspace was able to, and then it'd be like it's a UFO or some dumb shit.
What if they
Now,
took up a stealth bomber? How are we going to identify that it's there?
exactly, like if we don't register that in at all, and somehow that AI just was like, hey. Look at these primitive humans. Look at this. Look at this code. Wow, what a cinch. This is nothing. And they intricate a code that we have never understood in our life. AI can technically kind of be a trouble on our behalf if we don't have cyber hackers that are protecting those.
So the big thing is like
assets.
So like in like 2000 fucking like I think it was 2010, we developed an encryption method that's like literally the equation is like fucking this tall of stacks of paper, and it takes eons to actually like it'll take 2 gajillion lifetimes to actually for a human to calculate it, but like for an AI to crack that. Nowadays, it would take like 10 minutes, but back in the day, it took like fucking 70 years. So like, that's and they kept on developing that algorithm, making it longer and longer and longer and longer and longer.
You don't want to talk to the AI about what people used to do back in 1940s to a printer. You don't want to talk about that.
I remember watching a video and they printed it out just to show like this is the equation written in Times numeral 12-sized font.
Jesus,
like this is page to page, double-sided.
You got it right. I remember that.
Yeah, and like I remember the video vividly, and it's like this is what we have. I remember because the video was made in like 2017. They're like, this was the equation in 2010. We're constantly like military grade gets passed down to and then like. So like we're constantly developing that so that everything stays encrypted. But that is in charge of people who are in charge of encrypting and get paid to do that and everything. It's getting longer and longer each year.
Yeah. Imagine.
But
Just
AI
imagine.
is getting better and better each year.
What do you mean?
There might be
week by week.
There might be a point where the AI can just crack that.
Yeah. Oh, you got that? Oh, new one.
Within minutes at most.
And that's and you are right there. It does. That is possible if they are being assisted. At this age, at this current time and age.
You know that this one philosopher in the 80s, I think it was, he developed a thing where every year processors will double or whatever, and it will continue at a steady rate. I forget what it's called, the something paradox or something. I forget what it's fucking called, the something theory or something. And it's been consistent every year to this year. It's been consistent where the amount of I think it's the amount of transistors on a CPU doubles, and it's consistent. So like AI is pretty consistent with how it develops. It's pretty much tied to how much processing power it has.
It is quite crazy how we go from petabytes to quantum.
I think that was a lot of hoopla that ended up into nothing. Because I heard about quantum computing and freezing and everything, and they would develop it in a couple of years. And that was fucking years ago, dude. That was like before COVID.
It's still going. Only 2 of them are. I guess 2 projects are still going. I guess, which is kind of weird for me to understand. But we're still. We I guess are kind of running under quantum computers.
Well, no, not at all. The selling point, it's confusing for quantum computing, is like instead of it being like strict 2 or 1, yes, no, it could be 2 and 1, yes and no. And it was like gonna like unlock the new AI that is human and everything, like consciousness type of shit.
It was to show what the other parallel universe would look like and replicate it.
That's what it was sold as.
Yeah, and I'm like, if you do that, wouldn't that thing need to be out in space at this point? And if you activate that thing, you imagine what kind of warp field you would create as a bubble on top of Earth's surface underneath an atmosphere that's magnetically, like you can't tell me that does not piss on someone's, attention span.
I don't know what it was, but it seems like it was a whole lot of like, we have cryo shit to cool our CPUs. We're gonna have we're gonna make quantum computing because of this. Invest into us, type of bullshit. That's what it screamed to me at the start. But I was like, it sounds cool, but I'm not gonna invest or anything. And nothing has happened since. No developments, no videos, no update, nothing. At least that I know of.
I can only imagine, the old,
I need you to stare directly at the pen.
It pisses me off. It pisses me off.
Where am I? Who are you? That type of shit,
Yeah, it seems like a some kind of pull the rug under all the investors type of shit.
It's kind of went underground. You telling me we're gonna have to start doing some stories on this shit?
I haven't looked anything specific. I just haven't heard shit about it since.
I am not messing with the Star Children, no.
But I haven't heard shit about it since they announced that shit, which was years ago at this point.
It was years ago. I remember because everybody was all hype about it.
Yeah,
four big ones were made, and
they showed the golden CPU coming out of the with all the frost and everything, and they're like, we're developing
10,000 tubes are and you're like, Jesus, you need a factory to have that computer?
Right? Exactly. I'm just like, okay, all right.
I'm afraid what happens if I drop coffee on my floor now, man? Is the nuclear reactor gonna go off?
Well, you just need liquid nitrogen and a closed circuit and everything. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, the most safest, right? Yeah. So this shit dump over, and none of us are gonna freeze to death.
Yeah, I'm just okay.
That's it.
What else do you have to offer? And it didn't seem like they had much. They didn't have much else after it or anything.
No, they didn't. No, it just went off the air, and that was a mystery now. People have. It's rumor now that quantum computers are So one quantum computer is running a country, supposedly.
Really?
Of course, it's supposed to be across the ocean.
You said it was rumored. I don't know.
Because I don't want to be we come from morning suns,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, get kung fu across the face.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? That's about
and it could just be a country flexing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly the point. But it's not like you can just have one and just be like, yo, I own it in my backyard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is an old Smuckington over here, man, gonna be, using his quantum computer today? Why? I don't know, because every time he turns that sucker on, man, it just, my trees all of a sudden turn sideways, my TV shut off.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the neighborhood would be so mad at you.
Yeah.
Every time I think
about it, I think of the fucking what is it? The fucking robot in Futurama who spits out the balls that give predictions, and everyone's following them and shit. I always think of that bullshit, man. Every time I think of a quantum computer, that's what I think of.
No, it's okay, guys. Just have another beer.
That fucking robot that would predict the future with crimes and shit, and with balls that had writing on them. I think that's what I gotta rewatch Futurama. That show was fucking brilliant. Way ahead of its time, in my opinion.
Allow me to demonstrate the skill of
Homemade.
the special technique of
Pizza style.
Fucking love that shit.
I love it.
I just listened to that album the other day. Fucking Only Built for Cuban Links.
Man, I've been going back to that one. I sent you. I keep going back to that one. It's the same way, but I'm like, man.
I've been eating a lot of pizza lately.
Those who disrespect the pizza will die by the pizza.
I fucking love pizza. I've been eating a lot of pizza lately.
Who knew pizza would be a good kung fu teacher? Maybe I should start taking classes.
I told you should.
In pizzeria style, you know.
I told you like a month ago. I was like, you should start taking like martial arts classes. That discipline.
The discipline to be able to make the best pizza.
You whack a discipline.
Much discipline. Much discipline.
Yes. What South Park was that from?
Have great wisdom, but whack discipline.
What South Park was that fucking from?
Wasn't that when we were supposed to be versing Barbara Streisand?
Who was?
Cartman. Cartman and they also had to travel across the. Oh no, it was was it Christmas? South Park where Santa had to travel across the world, and it was
I'm curious now.
Mongolians. I know there was.
Was it the Mongol? Yeah, was it that one?
Oh goddamn! Like Mr. Wang.
I'm gonna look it up.
Mr. Liu. Is Mr. Liu Wang? I think.
South Park. I'm gonna look it up because the second I see that clip, I'm gonna know.
God damn! I remember like 3 now that are popping in, but it could be all from the same fucking episode.
Fucking. Episode 9, season 9, episode 14, titled Bloody Mary is the one. It was karate instructors right in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's not related to the episode whatsoever. That's what I figured. I don't know what episode it is, but it's fucking brilliant. It's fucking.
Shitty, wow.
Cartman's just going extra.
That's Cartman. Yeah. Here we go. This is where Cartman full on, right? This is where Cartman's real.
This is beautiful, man.
Before all the bitch shit goes on.
It's so fucking perfect. It's so Cartman. Because he totally lacks a discipline in here. He can't do what the instructor does. He has to go extra. It just shows. It's beautiful.
What? I'm doing some sweet bun.
Sorry, I gotta be careful. I'm streaming to YouTube, and you can't really show this too much. I'm being careful, pausing and commentating between hand. You feel me? Because that makes it so loud.
This is just hilarious.
I know
he's like disco fever.
It's so fucking.
He's that kid trying to.
He's just like, I'm just adding some extra shit, you know. And there's no reason why that he should, even his character, there's no reason behind his character. He doesn't look up to the Japanese or anything. It's just he's just racist. That's his character, you know.
That is.
But he's very stereotypical too. He just thinks that he's gonna gain the teacher's favor if he does this shit.
I understand your language.
Right?
I'm a little better than
See?
everyone else here.
Eric-san, you must follow direction. You lack discipline.
There it is.
You lack a discipline.
You lack a discipline. Oh, there it is. I don't know what the episode is actually about, though. I'd have to look up the summary of the episode. But I remember it had nothing to do with karate.
They've had so many
just the intro,
twisted, actual good episodes back in the day.
Oh my gosh, yes. They really did.
I can't enjoy none of the good, any of them nowadays. I just can't.
Bloody Mary summary. Let's see what that episode is actually about.
Oh God.
Oh, it was the Alcoholic Anonymous episode with Randy because they were driving. He was driving him home from karate practice. That's what I was wondering. Was it that episode? Because it ties into it, but like it doesn't. Yeah, like it's not important that they're taking like karate. It's not going to come up later, but like it ties into like the whole. They're driving home, and this is what happens. He gets pulled over, and that's so. I'm addicted to alcoholism.
I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I have to go back and rewatch some South Park. I got to repollute my mind.
Well, like now
The
you
original.
need. I don't even know what subscription. They keep hopping to different subscription services from what I've
They
seen.
do anything that
Is it
would keep
HBO
up with them.
Plus? I think you need now. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the point.
It
right
was
there.
it was whatever like
It
fucking,
was Comedy Central on cable.
It was, and then it was on ComedyCentral.com, and then they went to Hulu exclusive, and then it was like I can't remember what they hopped to, but then now I think it's HBO Plus. I fucking hate these subscription bullshit services, dude. I fucking hate it.
No, what does the world become? No.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't know. I don't have a single subscription service besides like subscribing to content creators.
I kind of do the same thing. I just check in with everybody. I'll peek in, sit around the corner. I'll be like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" Try to promote as much as I can, but as of lately, I haven't even been streaming. I've been offline, just kind of getting ready to get gardening starting. We had a freeze threat come through, and waiting for that. Now that's kind of like worked off.
Did you fix the center beam yet?
I have no money for that.
Okay, yeah, you might. I reviewed last week's Megan the Short. I figured out if I do that before the stream, it actually really helps me recap what happened last week.
Word. Oh, it does. It does.
Right? Like that's.
Well, you have recorded footage, so you know this, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm making shorts, so like I'm reviewing all of it at times 2 speed, and it's like, oh yeah, that happened. I wonder how his center beam is doing. Yeah, pretty much. And then write down timestamps, and then I take those timestamps, bring it into the video editor to plug them in, and then chop it all up, and then make it all pretty, and then boom.
You just want to hear
Short
me in a
made.
squeaky voice. That's what it is.
No, that's how I do it. I can't put like the entire video into a video editor, times 2 it into that, and then like times it, and like, no, fuck that.
Memory hates you at that point.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
then
just.
it goes, oh, you have to shorten your film. No.
Yeah, so like
no.
I'm just going to literally watch it and then type it on my second PC on a notepad. Like these are the times. It just makes more sense, right? I don't know. It's nice to see
You
it.
do know.
It's
You
been a
just
minute.
answered yourself.
Well, it's not easier. Like you can create, like I could do a system where I create markers whenever we like start a new conversation or something, and then end the marker, and then that would help me in the video editor, and then, like there are easier ways to do it, but I don't.
You have like 200,000 markers in between your sentences.
No, it would just be like so like when we started this conversation about video edit, I would have just pressed like spacebar on that or whatever if I had a stream deck.
Constantly.
If I had one.
Constantly. I know.
God damn, I
I
want a
know
stream
the
deck so fucking bad. They're so
Wait,
expensive.
I gotta do.
I can't hear you.
Oh damn it! I tried signing into the, size with
Discord cut you out. You gotta turn off that. It's noise canceling. It's cutting you out. You gotta turn that off.
I can't, man. Everybody's so fucking loud. One squeak of this chair, you hear it through next year.
Is there a sensitivity thing you think you could turn down? Probably not.
I mean, I could take the pop filter off.
You mean the little foamy thing on top?
Yeah, the little
Dude,
cool
I almost
fun.
lit that thing on fire once.
Good shit, man. Barely can tell.
It's very flammable. I came very close, but no, you can't tell. No, I just came close and was like, "Whoa," and it didn't light. Like it just kind of singed a little bit.
Did you do it because there? Did you do? Oh, I was gonna say, did you do it because there was lint on it?
No. I have a lint roller like right on a pegboard behind my
I was
monitor.
gonna say that's, you don't do that. You don't want to.
Definitely not. No, I wouldn't do that. No, but yeah, I just shit happens. I think I was puffing a pipe and and it singed the top hairs a little bit. But I was like, oh, gotta be careful. And Mike's just gonna be on fire. Which wouldn't be the first time that's happened to a streamer, so.
God. I don't want my mic on fire. Don't say that shit. All of a sudden, just sort of.
So did you see what I engraved yesterday?
I did not catch that.
Oh, man.
I don't even think I was active in the world yesterday.
That's fine. The YouTube video came out today. It's the sped up version and everything. Yeah, engraved my second weed knife.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, don't shrink it. Time has to be reduced because it takes so long.
No, I gotta fast forward the engraving and then turn down the volume, turn up the music, all of that,
Got to find a perfect song to put into it,
No, just New Vegas. Any of their songs are fucking gold.
Yeah. He's like the same tracks.
No, I go through they have like 35 fucking ambient music tracks that are fucking gold.
35, that's it.
Love all of them. Oh yeah, no,
Fine.
but it's perfect because they're all like 4 minutes long, and the short can't be more than 3 minutes. So I just half for the shorts, and then I go through, like I cycle through them each time I make videos. I go through all 35, So like each video is, and then it restarts, and then like it's just perfect, man. I don't know, like it really like the perfect amount of music, but yeah, they are cycling through. So like, but I'm okay with being known as the guy who uses Fallout New Vegas music in his fucking videos. Because
somebody's gonna listen in. They're gonna grow 30 years in age just listening to the oldies.
If someone ever asked me like, why the fuck do you use Fallout New Vegas music in your video, I'd be like, because I have taste.
Classic.
I'm
sorry.
What do you mean? Like, what should I? Halo music? What do you?
You never heard Midnight Serenade Sinatra? Are you fucking kidding me?
But I don't even use. No, I don't use radio music. Only ambient. I will sometimes use radio. There's a couple songs that are radio. At the beginning of the 1 HP run videos. Like that one is definitely copyright. Sucks, but I don't care. Made it quiet enough. But yeah, no. YouTube's a weird beast with copyright.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some gardening this summer.
I gotta do gardening. So my tenants park on the front lawn, which I hate. I think it looks awful. Like all the other neighbors do it, but I don't care. It's disgusting. I don't want that, So I want to have a flower bed going down the side of the driveway. Low-key,
I want it looking pretty.
Yeah, just don't park on the front lawn anymore.
Hey, that's my flower bed.
Right. Yeah, I just don't want them to fucking... Because they only do it out of convenience. Oh, I'll park here for an hour, and then we'll switch cars, and then I'll park in the... And it's like, don't. It leaves tire tracks for like a week. It looks awful, Like, just don't do it.
That.
Yeah.
I gotta move. There was another one. I used to live in the city when I was young, and I still remember me looking out the window. Somebody had gone outside and went to get into their vehicle to move the vehicle forward into a shade spot for about like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, no difference No difference, and get mad because they didn't have their parking spot back.
It's so true. I used to have to park in the road during the summer because of my brother.
Yep, parallel parking on the
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Even though there was no need for it, I just used to have to park in the road.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But yeah, if I park in the 2 spots in front of my house, like in between the driveways, the tree will just rain acorns down onto it and leaves and just bird shit. You know, it's
Let's
not
all
an
get-
ideal.
Let's all get ready to go, okay? And then you start walking and be like, where are we going? To the car. Why is it this far?
But before and after the driveways that are on each side, there's no trees, there's no shade, but the shade is from the houses because like it's a suburb. So like it's just
You're
it's
lucky to
fine.
get anything that's
Yeah.
taller than the next row.
Yeah, so like as long as it's not like noon to 2 p.m., like you're not getting any sun anyway. Like it's so like those are ideal for parking. And I used to try to leave early for work just to fucking get those parking spots.
I just wanted to get this fuck like, cause my car, man,
Yeah,
is black
it's-
and it's fucking T-top and I'm burning and, and do you not see my leather? It's cooked. You can touch it, it bakes.
No, excuse me. I smoke when I drive. So once I get into my car, all windows down. Summertime. Like, fuck yeah. We're smoking.
Everything blowing around. Be like, hey, put
Yeah.
that back there.
Like, perpetual smoker, I always say. It's bound to happen. Where I'm like, I need to smoke. Like, just the mention of, like, tobacco is like, oh, where's my pipe?
I've been seeing some memes. I've been seeing some memes where they're like now in 2029 where they got these trucks that are automated by AI and stuff. They talking about doing storm chasing and they get up into those vehicles and they're like, oh, there's a tornado. And they get back into the truck because they're trying to leave in panic and the vehicle's like, I can sense a sudden change in your emotional content. Vehicle is unprepared for you to drive. And you're like, wait, what? And
What the fuck?
Please, let's try some breathing
That
exercise.
sounds like some scary movie shit right there.
The tornado be still approaching. You'd be like, we gotta try to leave. We're gonna die. Sorry, you're still in a panic state.
Fuck off.
You know, and like,
No, so working at UL for 4 years, I noticed more and more that people would come in and they specifically ordered the hitch packet or the towing package for their truck when they bought it. Brand new, Didn't come with a hitch. There was no way to get a factory hitch, as I know of, from 2002 to like 2004. There is no way to get a factory hitch on your Ford factory. Like from the factory, like brand new.
without having to buy it off the
Without going to the dealership.
hardware store.
Without going
Oh,
to the
dealership?
dealership and paying $3,000 or going to third party, such as U-Haul, and we will install the hitch, but we can't do the wiring because
Jesus.
we have to solder onto the motherboard. Unless you get the tow package, then we can do the wiring.
Yeah.
So like the amount of people who are like, I got a truck, they didn't even put a hitch. We're like, did you get
No,
the tow
you
package?
need to have the whole tow package.
Yeah, we're like,
before
did you get the
come
tow
to
package
the
though?
whole
Yeah, and they're like, no, I didn't. And it's like, well, then you didn't. We can't install a hitch for you with wiring. We can only install a hitch.
Yeah.
And a hitch is just useless without wiring. If you're, it's a bike rack holder at that point. That's what we call them. Bike rack holders.
Imagine having all that free wiring just like laying around all on the floor and everything. The first thing you got to do is clean it back up when you're done. Be like, all right, we're taking our tow hitch package off.
No, we'd reuse it for our trailers.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And just imagine.
Of course, yeah. If it's a long enough piece, you're going to reuse it for a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's just one wire's a little corroded, a little short, yeah, okay, we're just replacing that wire. We got a long enough piece. Splice it in.
Just a small repair, just 5 minutes.
Not, I was the one who repaired them It didn't take 5 minutes.
He's like,
if you
"Give
had
it a
to,
fucking
if
half
you had
an
to repair
hour."
an entire wire from the front all the way to the back, no way.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother
Yeah,
story.
But like more like front to this front side or whatever. Um,
That's what I'm saying. Like, just I can
even
imagine.
even then, you
getting
have to
a
snake
U-Haul
the
just
wire.
fighting.
You have to snake the wire through the tongue, so it does take
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
don't know
saying.
about
Like,
5. It's
imagine
more like
if somebody's just
15.
throwing that in, wires just all over the place. We gotta go.
It's more like 15. But everything you write off, and if you do write it off, you get like the extra time in your time card.
Yeah.
You get like 0.05 hours, which is super cool when you're
How
working
long
like
did it take
14
you to do
hours a
wiring?
week.
Forever.
Yeah, which is super duper cool when you're working like 14 hours a week. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna write off every bulb, every fucking, every
Everything,
clamp,
man.
everything.
I've seen this was all of a sudden skitzing out. I had to go check it out. Oh, look, that light was over there, looking dimmer than normal. I even, look, here's the electro, and for some
Yep.
strange reason, magically it's low. I had to replace.
Yep, and we had to give a reason. This light was looking dimmer than usual and blinking
I went to open the back
erratically.
gate, and a fucking
Yep.
cow come out. I have no idea. Like,
Wrote off everything, man. Like, and yeah, just to get those little pennies. None of my coworkers did because they all worked full time.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was an awful.
The write-offs are the bitch part of the job, but yeah.
Well,
it's worth
so we had a manager who just worked mornings, and then there was a closing shift for like 4 people. You know,
Oh no.
and there's like a midday shift as well.
That's not a satisfactory amount of people in an afternoon shift.
Yeah, and we covered the largest facility in Western New York.
Right.
So yeah, and I was a closer, but I was like after my nose surgery, with the whole polyps and everything going to the brain before I started streaming, I was like, I need to work mornings.
Yeah, he was the ghoul.
Well, I need to be able to leave in case my nose starts bleeding, and go to the doctor. Like, I can't close because I need to count the money and drop the money. No one else will. So I started doing mornings, and it was pity hours.
God damn, where's your revolver?
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, because they didn't need me in the morning, and it showed. But I would just. That's the thing is, like, the night people would then just save all the trailers for me, and then in the morning I would clear the entire lane, and that was my morning, clearing the entire lane, all of the drop-offs, and then repairing everything that was left.
The tedious work, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it was great.
I had to work with.
Yeah.
I had to work with trucks and tar, so I know kind of what that means.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't work with customers by the end of it. I was so fed up with them. I was so fed up with the job in general. So, yeah. Just trailers. Trailers.
That's trailers for you.
Trailers and trucks. But, like, we'd send it to the shop if something was wrong with the engine or something. Like, lights were my big thing because of the electrician, So, just replacing lights on everything. Writing it all off. But
Got a question for you.
go for it.
You deal with a lot of silver items?
Silver? What do you mean? Like, I have a lot of silver. I prefer collecting silver, but I didn't deal with it while I was at U-Haul. Why?
I want to melt down some silver.
Okay. What's the melting point of silver?
I have no clue. I have a
What?
friend who I have a friend who has a forge that I have to send it
I
to.
also have a forge.
Hmm.
What's the melting point of silver compared to gold and, because that's what I know, gold and copper. $961C.
So you got the borax to.
Oh yeah, no, I could melt this easily.
then-
It's easier to
okay.
melt than copper and gold.
Yes.
You just don't want to overdo it because then you'll vaporize it. Do you know Cyborg? XP
Yes, I
Cyborg?
do.
Yeah, he like makes knives. He's big into forging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I need some silver.
He wants me to fire up my forge, but at the same time, he's scared for my life because I bought off Amazon.
Oh God. So you should take a propane tank and then find another spare propane tank.
I
and
showed
then-
him it, and he's like, "Okay, it might not blow up. It actually looks pretty well made, but there's no like symbols or anything on it, which has him sketching out. But like, it's nice. It's. I think it's a I can't remember. I'm pretty sure though it's a single or no, it's a double hose where you double connect them. They're on angles so that it spin, you know. And it came with a crucible. I got my own crucible so that because that one looked like it would crack. I did my research a little bit. I just didn't want to make it from scratch. But he thinks it's gonna blow up. But it's.
I think I know what you're talking about. Just make sure your hoses are cleanly away from where you're moving your hot metal. Yeah.
Well, like propane's expensive, so I've never fired it up.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'll be honest. I have a bunch of copper that I wouldn't mind melting into ingots and whatnot, but I couldn't be fucking bothered. It's fine in a drawer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just still need some silver. I was trying to figure out if I could possibly find. If you've ever messed with silver before.
Yeah, I collect it.
I do too, but they're all in nickels. And I can't melt those down.
You shouldn't either.
Yeah,
I have a bunch of silver nickels. I get what you mean, man.
Yeah, and you can hear the tones. It's a pretty sound. I know it sounds weird to say it's a pretty sound though.
I'm not political at all, but I am a coin collector, and it sucks that the fucking penny's gone, dude. I'll say it. It sucks that it's gone. It pisses me off.
Yeah, I'm still finding those damn things.
I know, but it pisses me off, dude. I used to like the Wheaties, my Copper Boys. I love my pennies.
Oh no, the old lady here, she got a handful of pennies the other day, and she was like, "Ooh, there's a wheat one. Ooh, there's a wheat one. Ooh, there's a wheat." She was like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh," and I'm like, "Damn, what they do? Just dip into the whole hand of wheat bag?"
Well, I roll my own coins and everything. I got a bunch of penny rolls and shit, and like I was gonna bring them to the bank and shit, but I'm like, no, the penny's gone. No. Like, these are mine.
The penny's rare now, so
And
I
got literally a bunch of rolls to the point where I carry around 2 of them in my truck, just on the center dash. Just, you need $1?
Oh, so you know,
or
what
I need to punch something.
You know what you are.
What?
You're a penny pincher, aren't you? You're a penny pincher. I knew it. Don't worry, so am I.
Not at all. I fucking drink Tim Hortons every day. Yeah. Not
I don't
at
care.
all.
If it's available, I'm grabbing that shit. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. If I see one on the ground, I will dive for it.
You know what? And me, I'm like, I'm superstitious enough to be like, is it heads or tails?
I'm not stingy. I'm no fucking penny. I go to Tim Hortons every day, get an ice cap. It depends the Tim Hortons I go to. Some of them are fucking $5.20. That's the most I've seen.
Get one that's heads up. About jump
that's
for
a
joy.
medium.
Yeah.
$5.20 every day. That's minimum.
Oh,
but sometimes twice a day. I like my ice caps in the summertime.
You remember when getting paid was almost like $5.20 a day?
No, but I gotta quit the caffeine. It's fucking up my sleep. I can tell.
I remember it like it was 1990. Yeah.
It should be a treat. That's the thing that I'm trying to tell myself and do it on weekends. You feel me? But it doesn't work out.
My coffee, I've been having to every now and then just because I'm burping, you know. Nope, can't do the heartburn.
No, I've cut it down to just in the morning. So like it's my morning poop activator. If I don't have it, I don't get a morning poop.
He's giving the secrets away, man.
No, if I don't have it, I don't get a morning poop. But the second I have that fucking ice cap, it's like, ooh, I gotta go. You feel me? Same with coffee. I mean, coffee is just And tobacco? You feel me?
I could barely feel my eyes, to be honest with you.
Tobacco is the thing that builds it up, and then the coffee is just what. Okay, I gotta go. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's not. I need to get a Tim's and then go home in the morning because I gotta poop. I can't go to the store after or anything. I will literally shit myself. Not that it's ever. I just know.
I will start all the way there.
Yes, it's coming.
The meme of the little kid that's running away.
It's true. It's true that's the meme though. Is like coffee and cigarettes are gonna make you shit like a motherfucker. I mean tobacco. Imagine that. I smoke a good 3 pipes before I get to Tim Hortons, and it's like okay.
Have you ever had tobacco cigarettes?
Oh yes. Have we ever talked about Duca?
I'm not sure what that is.
Yay! So back when I was a pillhead and I was trying to quit, there was something I knew of called Doka. Dokia. You can look it up.
Okay.
I'll look it up and show the chat right now. Doka. All right. If I could spell. There's a bunch of different shit. Oh, Dokha. Sorry, my bad. I call it Duca for a specific reason. We'll talk about. So this is Doka, and I've talked to Vic about this. I know that much, but it looks like weed, in a way, but it's not. It looks like synthetic weed, actually. But this is a Doka pipe. You take it, and you stick it into the bottle, spin, and pull it out. That's why there's a spike on it. That's literally why there's a spike on it. That is a Doka pipe. It comes with a filter because Doka is just extremely concentrated tobacco. You're meant to like smoke it at a little sliver at a time and like hit it like 10 times per pack. What I would do as a pillhead, and then when I tried quitting, I used to fucking just light the whole thing. I called it a Duke. You would take a Duke, and it gave you the biggest fucking head rush in the world. I'm talking you'd be on another fucking planet.
He felt like Doka Dookie.
Yes, exactly. But it would make your tobacco tolerance fucking spike to the point where I would be taking like 3 Dukes at the end of the night just to like feel anything.
Oh, dude, man, I get like that when I smoke too many cigarettes.
Yeah, just to like feel anything
like
and like get to bed.
Drip in the back of the throat.
Yeah. And dude, the amount of time I've thrown up more than 18 times off of Doka. That's just an estimate. Like the amount of times I've fucking thrown up off of this shit. Because I used to be a fucking Duke addict. Believe it or not, is what I dubbed it. You're not supposed to smoke it like that. Don't ever smoke it like that. But, so yes, I've gotten tobacco sickness.
Yeah, I get, and like I'll barely get it when chewing tobacco, but it's when I smoke too many cigarettes, or I like chain smoke constantly,
If you're gonna smoke it the way that, like a sliver at a time. You want to light a match, just a little flame, and just a sliver at a time, a little bit at a time. Yeah, don't face the whole bowl. Like little sliver of it at a time. And
because that shit will fuck you up,
dude.
I can tell you that.
You'll be on another fucking planet. It's like having 5 patches on and then putting a lip in and then hitting a fucking cigar and inhaling. Like, you'll be fucked. Like, I've seen people have to lie down. Like, shit has made people fall to the ground, I've seen. Like, shit is potent. Especially if they don't smoke tobacco, too. Like, if they're just a weed smoker and they're like, what's that? And they fucking take a Duke, they're done. They're donezo. Like, for like a minute. And then they're like, oh my gosh, that was a head rush.
Hey, Charlie,
Yeah.
Take a dookie.
I always said the first Duke of the day is the best. For like months. Don't do this shit, folks. Don't do it.
Don't do drugs this bad.
I'm just saying. Like, but that was my big thing. Was I was big on the I call it the tobacco triangle because e-cigs were a lot less regulated and everything, and like I had a mod and shit with like the. So I caught I had that going with 24% tobacco, just head rushes all the time, and then I also had the Duke, and then I also had my pipe tobacco. I call it the tobacco trinity.
All right,
The
yo.
nicotine triangle.
I'm gonna hop up out of here.
I figured. I was like, we should end it with the Duke story. That's why I was so excited.
I'm just saying because I'm pretty stoned.
Yeah, you're good. I think I smoked 4 bowls. I don't know, powdered herb. Have you been counting? I don't know.
We don't even know how many we smoke anymore.
Yeah, well, powdered herb reached 40 streams in a row, so I felt like I had to smoke an actual bowl, not just a hit, because I call them bowls, but they're just hits. So yeah, I smoked an actual bowl, and I was fucked up right at the start. I was like, fuck. So, but yeah, no. Have a good night. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being here, Draco. It was a good night. And peace out, everyone. Have a good night.